Welcome to the 8th oldest stadium in the country, Vaught Hemingway in Oxford, Mississippi, home of the Ole Miss Rebels, where the fans never lose a tailgate and don't plan on losing the game today. What a scene this is, a veritable cavalcade of colors, stripe after stripe that they hope leaves the visitors dizzy. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the BYU Cougars, taking on a team from the SEC, the Ole Miss Rebels. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside Dave. BYU ready to put a foot to it and get this game going. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So the Ole Miss Rebels offense is on the field for the first time today. And they're led out there by a man who will carry the ball plenty in this one, guys.
Well, it's real simple. He's the best player on their team. They have got to force-feed this guy the football, David.
No. Got a lot of running room. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Ole Miss! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Well, there's no secret who this offense wants to get the ball to. And on the very first play, they find a matchup on the outside one-on-one. They take a shot to him vertically down the field, and he does the rest. He is so athletic, and he is going to be a problem for this defense all game long.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. Here's the return from inside his 10. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Cougars offense will have its first possession of the game. And David, we'll see just how effective they can be on the ground running against a backer like this.
But they're going to do what they do, and they're going to feature their guy. He's an elite running back. You're a great linebacker. Let's see who wins this battle.
There have been entire defenses that haven't been able to slow this running back down. This linebacker, though, he's got the athleticism to do it himself.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
And he was held in check in game 1, but you're not going to hold him in check for long. And right out the gates, getting a sack in the second ball game, that will not be his last sack of the season. This dude is a ball player.
BYU will bring the punt team on the field. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. He'll bring it back. It's Stewart. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike score just intercepted. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Rain, sleet, snow, sun shining. I don't care. I get interceptions. Give me that rock.
Guys, this offense will go back on the attack. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. He showed it all there, a little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down. BYU lines up quickly. Trying to find his man on first down. He's got his man. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Tempo and overdrive. These two conferences have been tied together for years through the Sugar Bowl, a little testiness with the whole Texas-Oklahoma thing, and now the rivalry on the field between the Big 12 and the SEC.
Yeah, and conference realignments played a big factor, too, between these two conferences. Think back to when Texas A&M and Missouri joined the SEC. So this is always a fun one to watch, David. Wide open offense from the Big 12, and then you get the physicality and the speed from the SEC.
I think you nailed it right there. Two totally different worlds. They live in different worlds all the time. One is this pitchy woo-woo, throw it around all over the yard. The other one, physicality. Which style can present itself today and win the ball game?
A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. Flips it out to the back. And there's going to be a loss on that play. Just run out of bounds and avoiding the contact. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose.
It's so hard to force fumbles, and when you do, you so badly want to get them. You're crawling, you're doing whatever you can to get there as a defender, but the offense fortunate enough to cover it back up.
Looks as if BYU will have to punt it away. Wanted to make sure not to give them a chance for a return as it goes out of bounds. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or do you trust him right away?
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here and just give him some easy looks to let him get rounded up.
So they're facing 3rd and short from the 25. Quick pass on the fly motion. He'll be stopped short, picks up 1, but they're facing 4th and 1. And the Rebels decide to punt it away. We've come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. The Rebels line up to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. Got a man. It's Daniel.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the first down. The Cougars come to the line with a new set of downs. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game.
Now, that's what you're trying to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
Been showing them the run. Now they'll throw it. It's caught. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. The Cougars in the hurry up. He'll keep it himself. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. And the Cougars are rolling down the field. Going up top on first down. Spits it out to the back. He's got his man. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. From the gun, they'll try the middle. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. Picked up some yardage on the ground. Now here comes second down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Smith. And he motors into the end end zone. Touchdown, BYU!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. TCU is ahead right now, but it's not like they have LaDainian Tomlinson out there. This group needs to keep building on this lead. They're up by 7 over Duke.
He wastes no time and comes out throwing. He finds his man.
We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Unloads to the wideout. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion? Facing a 3rd down and short from the 26. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain. They'll go hurry up here. Looking to throw it again. Fires to the wideout. Ball in the air, intercepted! Just a really nice play. Not a lot on the return, but that's all right when you hand it to your offense at the 42.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop and fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. He'll try to take it back. Past the 20. Touchdown, Rebels! The defense puts 6 on the board with a big-time interception return. What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
Lining up for the PAT. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick 6. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. He'll start this drive firing. And he gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. On 2nd down, looking to throw. Grabbed over the middle, it's Smith. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the 1st down marker. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. BYU will bring the punt team on the field. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Fair catch, called for and made. 1st down here for the offense. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Using his legs to buy some time. And the quarterback was trying to extend the play, and the defense brought it to a close.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, and after not getting any sacks a week ago, we knew he was going to be a little frustrated, but he told us this week he wasn't going to try to press. He was just going to go out in this game, be himself, knowing the numbers and the stats would come. He's off to a great start in this game.
1st down sack, pushes it back. Now it's 2nd down. Give to the back. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. Now this offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 30. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, tough to beat the pageantry and tradition there today in Oxford. And it'd be easy to say these two offenses are glad we've hit halftime based on their respective performances. It would also be accurate. Turnovers and sacks have told the story so far. And you gotta believe the play calling has been the issue, right? Time to shred those game plans and just get back to basics. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Vaught Hemingway.
And the Rebels will kick it away to start the second half. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. He'll start this third quarter with a run. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. The Cougars moving quickly to the line. From the gun, give on the inside. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. He's looking to throw it. Quickly out to the tight end. And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the first down. The give to the back. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. BYU has this offense clicking. The give out of the gun. What a nifty run there to pick up the first down. The offense in hurry-up mode. He leaves it with his back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. They'll line up for a second down play. Now he's looking to throw it. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab on the left. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. Now on fourth down, they'll send out the field goal unit. This try will come from the left hash, and he'll try to curl it in from 38. It's good.
BYU 10.
So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. They can really be aggressive after that last play in 2nd and 3. Leaves it with the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Offense breaks the huddle on third down. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Turns it on in midfield. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. The Rebels getting set on 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. He slings it deep to the left. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, Ole Miss!
Yeah, and what nice play design. You get your speedster, you put him in the slot, usually get a better matchup, and then what do? You fade him towards that sideline, run a go. Nice ball thrown way out wide. He just runs underneath it and just too much speed. Couldn't catch him. Gets in the end zone for 6.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
BYU 10.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll run it from the gun. Nice move there. Getting that push and pick up a 4 out to the 26. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. On second down, he's looking downfield. And how about that DB getting a hand in there and forcing the incomplete pass? Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Quick completion on the out. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35. We've come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top. They've built a cushion. They've got a nice lead. Now the task is finish the deal as you take a look at the third quarter stats. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. To the air on first down. Fires left. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Second down coming up. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Trying to make magic with his feet. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. The Cougars come to the line in the hurry-up.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't. And he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
To the ground with the back.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
They'll try to power their way ahead. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. Quick tempo here for the offense.
Yeah, and this offense, listen, we're in warp speed, right? We got to score a bunch of points here. We're down, we're trailing. We got to go fast, but we also got to get first down. And that's a nice job sneaking in the run, getting the first down, and now we crank the tempo back up.
8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with second and short. They'll switch it up here and look to throw. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Pressure coming. Buys a little time. Got enough space. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Cougars. They got the score they needed, but this isn't over.
No, don't call it a comeback yet. The first part, step one accomplished, but this offense obviously still has work to do, but the defense has to go out and get a stop and get him the ball back.
Obvious thinking here. Get the two-point conversion now, and all you'll need is a field goal to tie. Pushes toward the goal line. He gets it in for the two-point conversion, and now they trail by only 3. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
BYU 18.
On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner goes down. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you play...
And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover. Oh, you could just feel it. He wanted to make that a big return, but his offense would come out and take over at the 44.
Well, this offense is trying to ice the game. They've got the lead here in the fourth quarter, but it's only by one possession, so you got to be so careful with your decision-making, and that was not a good one by the quarterback. They now turn it over, and they better hope their defense can play well in this sudden change situation.
Offense getting set for first down. He wants to throw. Connection to the right. Touchdown, BYU! And they've moved out front here in the fourth.
BYU.
Yeah, and a nice job in the fourth quarter making plays, and a nice job being on the same page. QB, receiver. You could tell he broke with the football. He caught it in stride, gets into the end zone. Nice pitch and catch right there. Nice chemistry by the QB and wide receiver.
They'll try to add another to their lead.
For the extra point.
And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the fourth. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Top 15 teams colliding today in a huge matchup, and it's now a final. Oregon delivered maybe its most thorough thumping in years in a game that featured a ton of big plays, not unlike the way LaMichael James, Kenyon Barner, and Jonathan Stewart used to do it. No cupcakes this week, fellas. This top 15 battle was much anticipated, and at least one side can say it's a game they'll savor for some time.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. He's going to pass. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
QBs have to understand, when I'm throwing against zones, I got to manipulate guys with my eyes. I might have to look one direction to create an opening to throw that ball or zip that ball in. I got to use touch. It's really hard when all eyes are on me, and you could tell the quarterback was not ready and did not make a good throw.
First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. The give as they work on that clock. At this point, the defense has little choice but to sell out to stop the run on 2nd and 7. They'll give it to the back. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. Down to the 12-yard line, it's 1st down. They move the tight end all over. Leaves it with the running back. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Here's the handoff. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. They'll try to bully their way for the 1st. And they're able to get a third down stop here. See if they go for it on fourth. So on fourth down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. No good. After the miss, the lead is still 4.
And that's just the chip shot. That's just a field goal they got to make, guys.
Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. And they're going to have to fight this defense, and they're also up against it with time, Jesse.
Yeah, no doubt.
Flying down the left side. At the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Rebels! And they've got the lead in the final minute.
Man, this game has been incredible to watch, and the offense comes through late in the game, takes the lead. What a clutch drive by this offense. Now, I'm looking at you, defense. You got the lead late in the game. I need you to go put this thing on ice and win it for me.
If he makes this one, the lead will be 3, and at least a field goal won't beat you. And it's good, and he's got the lead up to 3 late. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown just like that. From inside the 10, here he comes. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Getting some heat. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. They'll call timeout with 9 seconds left on the clock. He's looking for a man on second down. He's got it on the left. Running toward the tape. The 20. Touchdown, Cougars! And in the final moments, they've taken the lead.
BYU.
Man, what a great job by this offense executing down the field, using all of the clock, being smart, getting the big score late, and I think that one should do it.
Scoreboard operator got a workout in this one. Fun game for us to watch, but they can't come up with the W.
Yeah, and it's a team game, right? The offense did their job, but now defense will have to find a way in the future to make better plays, get stops, and stop them scoring so many points, especially when your offense does their job.
And we see a lot of games like this in college football when both offenses are just trading blows back and forth, and it just comes down to which defense can get a stop. And unfortunately for the losing team, they just were not able to get it done.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.